Michael Chandler is gearing up for a crucial rematch against Charles Oliveira at UFC 309, set to take place in November 2024. While the UFC has yet to officially confirm the bout as a title eliminator, Chandler is already treating the fight as a #1 contender matchup for the lightweight division. The stakes are particularly high for Chandler, who has gone 1-3 in his last 4 outings. A victory over Oliveira could propel him back into the title picture at 155 pounds, reigniting his championship aspirations. Chandler, 23-8 MMA, 2-3 UFC, last stepped into the octagon nearly 2 years ago, suffering a submission loss to Dustin Poirier in November 2022. Since then, he's been linked to a potential blockbuster fight with Conor McGregor, a bout he's been chasing for over a year. However, with McGregor's return to the octagon still uncertain due to various personal and professional issues, the UFC has moved Chandler on from that fight and lined him up against the formidable Oliveira, 34-10 MMA, 22-10 UFC, a former lightweight champion. Reflecting on the upcoming rematch, Chandler believes this is his shot at redemption. The two first met at UFC 262 in May 2021, where they fought for the vacant lightweight title. Chandler had Oliveira in trouble early in the first round, nearly securing a knockout. However, Oliveira weathered the storm and came back strong in the second round, stopping Chandler via TKO to claim the title. It was a roller coaster of a fight, and while Chandler ultimately fell short, he holds immense respect for Oliveira, calling him that guy. Speaking to reporters at UFC 306, Chandler said, "I've always wanted to chase the title. That's always been my goal. I beat Charles, and if Conor can get his house in order, finally, then me and him can finish that. If not, I'll go beat Islam Makhachev." Chandler's vision is clear. Defeat Oliveira, secure a title shot, and either face Makhachev or settle unfinished business with McGregor. For Chandler, this rematch isn't just about avenging a loss. It's about proving how much he's grown as a fighter and a person since their first meeting. "I've never been a guy that looks back and says, I want that one back. I want to right that wrong, but when these rematches happen, I'm excited for them because I know the mistakes that I've made, I know where I was in my mind, and I've matured so much as a man and as a fighter since that fight in Houston, Texas," Chandler explained. He sees the rematch as part of a larger narrative, a chance for redemption that could lead him to finally capture the UFC lightweight title. "Maybe this is the way it was supposed to be the entire time. Maybe I was supposed to lose to Charles to then have a redemption story to beat Charles and then get my title shot to finally become UFC champion and cement myself as the #1 guy in the world," Chandler said, embracing the possibility of a storybook comeback. While Oliveira is coming off a tough loss to Islam Makhachev, the Brazilian remains one of the most dangerous fighters in the division, boasting an impressive 22 UFC victories, the most submission wins in the promotion's history, and a reputation for being able to turn the tide in fights. Chandler is fully aware of the challenge Oliveira presents but is confident that with the lessons learned from their first fight and his own personal evolution, he can prevail this time around. A victory over Oliveira would position Chandler as a top contender in the lightweight division once again. He's determined to get back into the title mix and believes this rematch could be the key to unlocking his championship dreams. Fans eagerly await UFC 309, where two of the division's toughest competitors will clash, and for Chandler, it could be the fight that sets the stage for the biggest chapter of his career.